Hello you guys, happy Saturday and welcome back to the vlog. It's about 8 a.m. right now and I'm just having a coffee. I'm feeling so tired. It's very loud out there. People are like racing up and down the freeway. I don't know what's happening. And we're back from Chicago finally. It's been a crazy couple of days and I want to tell you guys all about it. But first and foremost, I want to go take a quick shower. I got in so late last night that I went immediately to sleep. And lately I've been unpacking my bags very quickly after travel and I just didn't do it last night. So I want to unpack my bag. I want to take a shower. I'm gonna just do a body shower. I'm not gonna wash my hair because I want to motivate myself to do a workout today because I desperately feel like I need it. I didn't work out for the last few days and it's felt not fun. And I'll tell you all about the trip. I didn't vlog any of it because I already knew it was gonna be chaotic, and it was, and I have some fun stories to tell you. So I wish in some ways that I did vlog some of it because it would have been fun to like show you guys everything. But anyway, I'll tell you all about it. But first let's go hop in the shower. I've just been sipping my coffee, spending some time with Ryan because it's been a while since I've seen him. Not a while, it's been 3 days, but still, that's a lot when you live with somebody. And then we'll get changed. He's gonna go skate, and actually we might go meet him at the skate park because one of his friends has this new puppy and we've been wanting to introduce the puppy to P for a while, so we may do that today, we'll see. But let's go get showered and I'll tell you all about Chicago. You guys, I got distracted on social media before I took my shower and I'm just grabbing a few things from my suitcase. I still have to empty this stuff out. I didn't even do that last night, so we'll do that together. But I'm so sad because there was this coffee shop that Ryan and I have been wanting to try. I have even told you guys about it. And yesterday when I was in Chicago, Hillary Duff was there. I'm so sad. How cool would that have been if I would have gone right when Hillary Duff was there? That would have been insane. Missed my opportunity, I suppose. No Hillary Duff sighting, but we are going to get changed and showered. So I am very excited to tell you guys all about my trip to Chicago because it was a different kind of trip. It was definitely not what I was expecting. Okay, let's go get showered and changed and stuff, and then I'll tell you all about it. Okay, I've showered and I think this is what I'm gonna wear for today. This is the new sweater that I got from Target. I think I like it. It very much gives me like summer beach vibes. It's supposed to be super warm today, but it's like a very thin sweater, so I think I like this one. And in theory, if I wanted to warm it up, I could put like a t-shirt underneath and I think that would make it just feel warmer. But then for the summer, it's kind of perfect as is. I just warmed up my coffee and I want to tell you guys about my trip to Chicago really fast. Okay, so I was supposed to be in Chicago for work from Wednesday through Friday. So I left my house 5:30 a.m. on Wednesday. LAX is a bit far and I had to go through LAX and meet my friend there. We flew out together and we were supposed to head to Chicago. We got on our flight and we were in our seats on our airplane and all of a sudden they're like, hey, there's something wrong with the engine. We were already taxiing, by the way. We had already left the gate and everything. We were about to take off and then they caught that something was wrong. They were like, we have to get maintenance over to look at it and we're not sure if we're gonna have to deplane yet. And spoiler alert, we did have to deplane. So we had sat on the tarmac for like 2 hours. We deplaned and we were chilling in the terminal for about another hour. But when we left and we got out to the terminal, there was this pilot who was just standing there and someone asked him for directions somewhere. He led them in a direction and then he looked at us and he was like, I've never been to this airport. I have no idea if that's the right direction. And so we were all kind of like laughing and that broke the ice. He asked us what flight we were on and it turned out that he was our pilot. So he was apologizing and we were like, no, it's totally fine. But he was also with some of the flight attendants. So we were all like chatting together, which was really fun. And when he got called up to go check out the plane, he told us at the end of the flight when we're deplaning in Chicago to come up and he'll show us the front. So that was really cool. And we kept talking to the flight attendants and the flight attendants were also so nice. And they were like, oh, when the services are done, like all the food service or whatever, just go all the way to the back and I'll be there and I'll make you guys some margaritas. So we finally get on our flight. Also the person next to me, I'm not usually one of those people who talks on planes, but the guy who was sitting next to me was so nice. Anyway, long story short, we get onto the plane, food service is done. We go to the back, we have margaritas. Here's a little photo. And there was also another girl who was there as a passenger, but she was starting on Tuesday, the following Tuesday for work. And so she was like asking him a bunch of questions and just kind of like studying while she was there. So it was just like a really fun time and honestly broke up the flight because it was about a 4-hour flight. We finally get to Chicago. It's like 7:30 Chicago time. We go out to dinner with a couple of girls that we know from Teams, but I've never met them in person before. So it was really fun to see them in person. We go out to dinner, go from there. Thursday was a blur. It was such a long day. We were basically in the conference room the entirety of the day. So anyway, it was what it was. We made what it was of it. And again, I got to meet a lot of different people that I've always known their names, but I just have never really met them before, and definitely not in person. And it was extra fun because I feel like at my company, so many people stay for so many years. Like, it's common for people to be there for 15, 20 years. So even though I'm like 5 years at this company, I am a newer person. And so it's just kind of interesting and like fun to see, I don't know, everybody and like all these names that you've heard over the last 5 years. So that was Thursday. And then Friday, honestly, nothing too exciting. Oh my God, I completely forgot to tell you guys about the second half of Wednesday. Before we went to dinner and all of that, when we were deplaning from the plane, the pilot literally like pointed at us and he was like, "It's you guys." And he had us come to the front, and that was so cool. He had us like take pictures and he let us take a couple of videos, and he was just so kind and nice, and his co-pilot was also very nice, and it was so cool. I feel like generally those types of experiences are given to the kids on the flights and not really to adults. So to be able to get a chance as an adult to go into the cockpit and like see everything was just really neat, and loved that he like let us take photos and all of that too. So it was honestly such a unique experience. And despite the fact that we were so delayed, and like it was just like a very discombobulating day, I'll say it that way. The whole experience between the flight attendants, the person I was sitting next to, and the pilot himself, it made up for my experience. And honestly, it just like, it made it so fun. And I knew it was nobody's fault that like we were delayed. They were just being safe. So we were never upset with anybody. It was just more of like a bad situation or like annoying situation, but it was genuinely so fun.
And I say, I got the top of his head in there too. 3, 2. Oh, look at you. Yeah, one more.
This is cool.
It's do you want the lights on or off?
Whatever you think.
Yeah.
Wow. And then funny enough, on Friday when we were coming back, we had like a first half of a session, and then session ended, and then I just walked around with one of the girls because no one else wanted to walk with us. They were all like pretty tired, which I was too, but I'm used to doing some kind of physical activity at least in some point in my week. So to not have done any physical activity, I even brought my workout clothes thinking that I was going to do a workout, but it didn't happen because there was literally no time. So anyway, I took a walk with a girl. We got to go see the Chicago Bean, which was fun, but that was kind of it. And then we got back to the conference center that we were at and took an Uber to the airport, and then that flight was delayed by about an hour, but the pilot did make up for time on that flight, so we ended up only landing 30 minutes after we were supposed to, and then took the Uber and all of that. So I ended up getting home around 9 p.m., but that was like a full 13 hours of travel, something like that. It was a lot because there's all the time changes, and it was just a very long day, 3 days in a row, and it was a bit exhausting, but I'm glad that we did it, we made it, and now we're back home. Honestly, it was very nice to see everybody in person. I think that the sessions themselves could have been something a little bit different, and I gave this feedback to our leadership because they were actually just like sitting in the back. They had later flights, so they were basically making themselves available for any feedback, and I just think that the sessions themselves could have been different. Like, I don't feel like it was beneficial to just like hear people speak. I feel like we could have done breakout rooms or just done something a little bit different so that we felt more involved, and I don't know, just like it was more worth the time. But I do think that the time was worth it in the sense of like how many people I got to actually meet face to face, which you don't typically do anymore. It's just like not something that happens. So it was fun. I honestly, like, I don't mind traveling for work at all. The only other stressful thing was that there was no real time to like check your emails, and so it was hard to kind of like try to keep up with everything, but it was enjoyable. I had a fun time. I'm glad that I was there with one of my friends, and I'm glad that I got to meet the people that I got to meet, but I'm happy to be home. I'm having my coffee right now. It's about 8, oh, it's 9 o'clock. Ryan is about to take a shower. He's undecided on whether he goes skating or not, and if he goes skating, then P and I will meet him there at the end of his skate session so that we can like see him, hang out at the park, meet the other friend. But if Ryan doesn't go skating, then obviously we're not gonna go to the park either, so we'll see what happens. And the only other update that I think is sad but kind of funny is Ryan was cleaning his glasses yesterday and they snapped completely in half. No more glasses for Ryan. We are going to probably go over to like Warby Parker or something like that so that we can check out some new frames for him, but just such a bummer because he really liked these. So Anyway, enough yapping for me. I just yapped your ear off, but I wanted to update you guys because I didn't get a chance to vlog. And that's what I mean by like, I know that Thursday and Friday would have just been like boring vlogs, but Wednesday, I wish in some ways that I was filming more because I got like a clip in the cockpit and that was it. It was just such an experience of a day. So let's have our coffee. I think I might try to read a little bit. It's supposed to be, like I said earlier, super nice. It's gonna be 85 degrees today, so it's gonna be amazing. And I'm excited to just sit outside for a little bit, recoup, re-energize, and see what we get up to for the rest of the day. Okay, unfortunately, Ryan is feeling sick, so he's gonna actually come back from the skate park and we're not gonna go over to meet the puppy. We're gonna do that another week. I'm feeling really tired. I don't know if it's partially just that I was super busy when I was in Chicago, or I don't know what, because I slept really well the last few nights, but I think I wanna go get a coffee and I don't have any milk to make my own coffee. Sorry, someone's like scootering nearby me. Yeah, I don't have any milk and I need to get groceries, but someone did give me a Starbucks gift card. So I think I'm gonna go over to Starbucks and get something to drink, and then we'll come back and read some more. I've been just like sitting in the backyard and reading, and it's been so nice out. It's like the perfect temperature. I'm really loving it right now. So I'm just excited for more of these like summery vibes because it feels so nice to be outside. Okay, I'm back. I got a Starbucks and I cannot believe, I mean, thank God for the gift card that I had. This is $6.75 these days. Like what? Since when is Starbucks so expensive? I am happy though because they never listen to me when I write light ice, and this time they did. So thank goodness, because my teeth are so sensitive that I can't do the like super cold drinks. And I also just like don't love that you take like 2 sips and your Starbucks is like completely gone and you just spent $7 on it. It's just, I hate that. So anyway, now that I'm back home, I think we're gonna go back outside and sit down for a little bit. It took everything in him to even come inside because he wants to be outside. It's so nice out here. And then I also wanted to tell you guys about the book that I'm reading. I'm reading Guess Again by Charlie Donlea. I actually have had a different book of his 20 years later on my Kindle for a really long time. I actually don't know how long because I had it on my Kindle from like the first time that I had a Kindle forever ago. I don't know why I thought that it was like more of a true story, like true crime type of story, so I never picked it up. I didn't realize it was fiction. And then my other friend told me about this book, and so I picked it up, and it's super fast paced, super good so far. So I'm really enjoying it and I want to get into it some more today. That's basically the whole plan. Now that we're not going to the park, I think maybe I'll take P somewhere later today, and then otherwise I was going to try to go hiking with a friend, but I'm so tired today that I told her. She asked me to go on Tuesday and I was like, I'm gonna be traveling so much, let me see how I feel. And then this morning I was like, I'm glad I did not commit myself to that because I feel exhausted right now. Anyway, let's do some reading. Let's just sit here. Ryan's probably on his way home shortly. I think this is all we're gonna do today. I'm actually so excited to have like a very relaxing weekend. Okay, it's already like 2 p.m. I keep falling asleep. I cannot stay awake. I don't know like what's going on or like why I'm so tired. I clearly had a really long couple of days in Chicago, but Ryan and I have been wanting to go visit this one specific coffee shop for a little while now. So we're gonna finally head over and go there, just go try it out. We're gonna take P with us, just get out of the house a little bit. I think Ryan's kind of feeling it too. And then we'll be able to come back. I'll probably do some more reading, just kind of like leave it at that. But I'm getting my sunglasses. My other sunglasses broke, the ones that I always wear that are like just regular sunglasses. So I still have these luckily, but I don't love that you can see everything like mirrored in them, but it is what it is. They also don't unlock my phone because they're mirrored, which maybe I can figure out how to like, I know there's a feature that you can make it so that it still works with sunglasses. We'll see if I can figure that out in like the next 2 minutes, but let's go. It's a beautiful day. It's so nice outside and I want to get out, get some steps in and just get out of the house for a sec, and then we'll come back and do some more reading. I'm back. I had to change because it was very warm out there. I stepped outside in my sweater and it was so hot. So swapped into a tank top because it's literally 85 degrees. I cannot believe that, like, I'll never get over the fact that it's summer here and in other places it's still snowing. But anyway, got my coffee. It was so good. Ryan got a coffee too. He got a cold brew and he really liked it. And like you guys saw, the vibes were just so fun. It used to be a barbecue place that was there and it was always so dead. And I feel like what that neighborhood in particular that we just went to needed was that coffee shop. So really enjoyed it. P had a good time. He's tired now. Did you like it? So now I think it's time for some actual reading. I have been wanting to finish my book all day, so I think I want to just like actually get to reading. I finally feel awake enough because all day I've been feeling so tired, and this is literally my third coffee, but we're done now and I feel awake. Let's get some more of Guess Again. I actually just got a notification from my Libby app saying that it was going to be returned soon. So I need to finish it as quickly as I possibly can. And honestly, it felt nice to get out of the house and just like walk around for a bit. I feel like I really needed that to wake me up as well. And now we get to just be home for the rest of the day. Let's read our book and I'll update you guys along the way. Just a quick update. It is now 8:30 p.m. and still just hanging out. I thought I was gonna do a workout today. I have been feeling tired all day, but P came to join me. He's here now. And I was reading for a bit. I was actually reading on my iPad because I was letting my Kindle charge. So I don't really remember what page I'm on, but it's very strange because my Kindle keeps telling me that I only have like 4 hours left of this book, but I have like at least 70% of the book to get through. So I don't know if I'm just like reading this one much quicker than I usually read a book or what it is exactly, but I'm really enjoying it a lot. It's very good. So if you guys are interested in it, it's called Guess Again by Charlie Donlea. I've never actually read one of his books and I see them everywhere. So now that I know how much I like this one, I think I'm gonna have to read more of his backlist, but I'm gonna keep reading. He always gets tired like right before 9 o'clock. He is a very routine driven dog. So he's very sleepy right here. I'm just gonna let him keep resting. I'm gonna snuggle with him a bit and read some more. And that's what we're gonna do for the rest of the night. Good morning, you guys. Happy Sunday. I think we're gonna have a bit of a slower Sunday today. Well, slower morning today. I am still waking up and I ordered some milk for pickup. I did pick up because I'm not ready to do all of my other grocery shopping right now. I think it's usually ready around 2 hours, so it'll probably be ready around 8-ish. So I'm waiting to make my coffee and all that kind of stuff. Ryan's making some breakfast. We're gonna go to some art thing. What is the art thing today, Ryan? There's some like annual art thing that's going on. So there's a bunch of different art exhibitions in different museums and stuff like that that are free. So us and a couple of friends, I think, are gonna try to go to that and go to at least one of the exhibits. I don't know which one we wanna go to or which one we've picked or anything like that. But our friends are not morning people, so we have some time before we do all that. And I want to do a workout today finally because I feel like it's been a second since I've done my workout. But for now, I'm gonna read. Good morning. P's been so sleepy today. I fell asleep reading yesterday, so I didn't actually finish my book, but I'll probably finish it today. We'll see. Let's get to it. I'm just gonna chill here for a little bit and we'll go pick up our coffee. Not our coffee, our milk in a little bit. Okay, I actually ended up making some black coffee in my French press instead, and now my milk is ready to pick up, but at the time I just wanted coffee and I wanted to like sit and read for a bit. So I'm gonna have a bit more coffee and then I think we're gonna get ready. I am trying to remember like what exactly the little art thing is today, like I was telling you before, but I think it'll be fun regardless, just to like hang out with some friends, see something new, have a little adventure for our Sunday. It's only 8 still, so we have plenty of time. Just gonna warm up the coffee because when it sits in the French press, it does get cold a lot faster. I think that's kind of it for right now. I'm just gonna hang out. Ryan's gonna walk P in a bit and then we'll do our workout and get ready for the day. Okay, just a quick update. It's been a weird day today. I kind of started the day with doing a whole lot of nothing and it's not been the best day ever, but we're gonna try to like make our best out of it. So I just did a 3-mile run, which felt really good. I feel like I needed that a lot. And I'm doing some quick little exercises right now. I'm gonna go shower and I think we're gonna go meet some friends. What we're gonna do is go to the arts district and maybe go grab a beer at this brewery and then walk around and see if there's any galleries around there, because the galleries we originally saw for this thing that I don't even remember what the event
event was, but it was some sort of event. The entry fees are like really high, like over $100. So instead we're just gonna walk around the arts district, see if we see anything that we want to pop into. That bird is very loud. Yeah, honestly, I feel good that I did my workout. It's so nice outside. It's like 80 degrees, but there was just enough of a breeze where the run wasn't too warm. So my face is very red, but that's just like what happens when I work out. So I'm glad I did it, and I really needed it. So I'm gonna finish my like push-ups and sit-ups and things like that, and then head off to the shower, and then we'll go see what else we'll get up to today and turn our day around. All right, I'm finally dressed for the day, which is crazy because it's 2 p.m., but I feel like we're turning the day around. I've just had like such a weird day, and I don't really know how to explain it without getting into too many details, so I'm just gonna leave it at I'm trying to turn it around. But here's my outfit. I'm gonna wear something super basic and very breathable, but something that still is good for if we hang out late and it gets cold, then at least I have jeans. And I think I'm gonna go with these shoes because I feel like it's just kind of fun. This shirt is actually like more of an off-white, so it's actually perfect because these are also off-white. Neither of them are like perfect whites. But we're gonna hang out with our friends. We're gonna go pick up one of our friends on the way. My pants got wet, but it's fine. And then I also threw in our laundry so that while we were gone, it could just be running, and then when we're back, it'll be good. So we're gonna head out. We're gonna go hang out with some friends, and I also just took P on his walk so that he didn't miss his walk, or like he doesn't have to go out too late, and then I can take him on like a mini walk when we're back home. Let's go to the arts district. Hello you guys, I'm back home. I apologize for the noise, but the dryer is going because I completely forgot that we ran the wash when I was leaving. It was so fun to see all of our friends. We basically went over, we were supposed to go to one brewery, but I think the other friends that we were meeting up with got confused about which brewery we were going to, and so we ended up going over to Angel City Brewing to meet up with them because that's where they had gone, and it turned out that it's closing. So it was actually kind of nice that we got a chance to go there. We had a drink, we had some fries and a pretzel, and then we wanted to try to go see some art, so we walked around and found a gallery, and it was actually 2 separate galleries on the sides, and then in the middle there's a restaurant, so we got to see as much as possible of that, which you guys already saw, and that was kind of it. I also got some ice cream. We went to Salt and Straw, I think. Oh, you have your Frisbee? So cute. Anyway, that was it. That was basically what we did. It was fun to hang out with everyone. I like the way my hair dried. I haven't worn my hair curly in a few days because I've been in Chicago, and for work I usually straighten it when I'm like in person somewhere, but I don't know why I do that. I should just leave it curly. But now that we're back home, I think I'm going to change into some comfy clothes, and P is kind of just jumping around literally everywhere. And I think I might try to finish my book because I have like an hour and a half left of it. So that's the update. I think Brian also wants to have some rest time, and then we'll go from there. Good morning, it's Monday, and I'm just getting ready for work stuff. I've actually already gone through all of my emails, which is really nice. Let me preface with, I was spot checking my email the entire time that I was gone, even though that was very difficult at times. I wanted to make sure that I was setting myself up for success. So I'm going through a couple of things. Usually in the mornings, I have a little reset for myself. So I kind of like will go through my planner for the week, make sure that it's all up to date. I make sure that it works well with my Notion, or like that they're saying the same thing, because on the go, I can check Notion on my phone, and Notion can be a little bit more dynamic, whereas in here, it's just like, you know, written down. Once it's in here, that's what's happening for that week. So I usually just like pay attention to that week unless something is pre-planned, like a trip or I don't know, an event that I'm going to. So that's what I'm doing right now. Doing a little bit of a recap from last week, and then also looking at my stats, which I do every Monday. I try not to do it like too often, but I do think that it's good to do it like once every so often, and my days are Mondays, just so that I like know what I'm doing, if I'm doing well, if my videos are doing well, like that kind of thing, and then I can progress from there. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Honestly, I'm not really ready for the day today, and I had a meeting that actually got pushed to next week, and I'm really glad because I want to make sure that I nail that meeting. But today I have 2 meetings. One is at 9:30 and one is at 1 p.m. I wrote down the things that I have to do today. So I need to vacuum and mop. I need to finally pick up the milk from Target because I just haven't done that yet. And since it's a grocery item, they take it off the shelf faster, and I need to unpack my things. But I did make myself a black coffee this morning. Again, I'm just kind of like getting situated. I'm gonna look up some of the stuff for this meeting that I have at 9:30 because it's like back-to-backs. I have a call at 9, 9:30, and then at 10. The 9 and the 10 are both internals, and that middle one is an external. So it's just like a lot of moving pieces all at once. So anyway, that is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to just make sure I like wrap my head around everything. I feel very discombobulated today, and hopefully today doesn't feel too busy. Honestly, that's all I can really hope for right now. Okay, I'm done with my morning meetings. I think I'm gonna quickly make myself a little breakfast. I don't really have much to make, but oh, you know what? I kind of want to go get my milk, but P wanted so badly to go outside, and it is beautiful out, but I would have to bring him in, and I feel bad just like having just brought him. Maybe I'll just have something small. I very desperately need to go get groceries, but for now I'm just gonna have a hash brown and that'll be good, and I'll let him have some outside time, and then I'll go get my milk and I can make myself a little smoothie bowl because that also sounds delicious. And then I will get myself some groceries because I desperately need groceries. That is honestly the whole update for right now. I feel like just today has already been a bit of a whirlwind and trying my best to stay afloat, but I don't know, I feel like coming back after 3 days on a work trip. So like I was working, but I couldn't send anything. Like normally if I go on vacation or something, then one of my friends or one of my coworkers is online as well, and then they can help me out. Like I can forward an email to them and someone will take over whatever it is that I need them to take over. But when every single one of your coworkers is with you, then it makes it that much more difficult to be able to manage your inbox. So then you just come back to like a whirlwind of things. But I'm glad that I was able to come back and get everything taken care of pretty quickly, but it just does feel like a lot still. That's cooking. I'm gonna let P be outside and I'm gonna get a little bit of work done. I was originally gonna do my workout now, but I think I'm just gonna get the work done and then I'll do my workout after my 1 p.m. Hello you guys, it is the end of the workday. I don't even remember when I last checked in with you guys, but I realized that I never updated you guys on my book that I've been reading, which was Guess Again by Charlie Donlea, and I ended up giving it 4 stars. I finished it last night and I really liked it a lot. I just didn't feel like it was a 5-star book. The ending had so many different twists and turns that I feel like was exciting and definitely kept the pacing going, but in terms of like the reality of all of it, and I don't know, just I mean no matter what, the reality of a lot of these are like it's not true, but I don't know, just something about it felt like a little too outlandish for me, but it was exciting and I liked the way that it ended where it left everything like very open-ended. So there's a possibility for another book in like a series of sorts, or if the author chooses to not do that, then you could just kind of leave things up to your own judgment, which I do enjoy. Similar to when authors are able to kill off their characters, sometimes I like when doors are left open in books, and that's kind of all I'll say about that because I don't want to give any spoilers. But I also wanted to start a new book. I haven't started it yet, but this is Exiles by Jane Harper. I got this from a little free library not long ago and I've been wanting to read it, so figured I'd pick this up and see what it's all about. I tried to read the blurb, but I don't have too much information yet. I feel like P is about to start barking. He's like breathing really heavily, so let's go inside. Sometimes I can just tell when he's about to get loud because he'll just start breathing like so heavy, and then I'm like, okay, we should go in. I still have to unpack, which now I'm like, you know what, before I like sit down and read, let's unpack, and then that way I can read without thinking about too much or like worrying about anything. What was the other thing I said I was gonna do on my list? Oh, I have to vacuum and mop, which I don't feel like doing. Let's unpack, let's start with that. I think that'll make me feel a lot more accomplished. It's mostly just this stuff, which is honestly not that bad. I got a lot of it out of the way already. So let's just take care of this and then we'll read for a bit and then we can vacuum and mop later.
guys, it's Tuesday. I really have not gotten my shit together the last few days, and I kind of am like tired of my own shit, so I'm gonna do it now. So I'm looking at my list between today and yesterday. I ended up unpacking. Today's my friend's birthday, and I always write my friend's birthdays on my calendar here, and then that way I can like check it off when I actually say happy birthday, because I never want to forget. I hate forgetting someone's birthday. The things that I have not done yet, I didn't edit my video, and normally I like them to go out at 9 a.m. so I'm gonna do that literally right now. It's like 7:30ish, and I want to get as much of it done before my workday officially starts. And then today I also need a vacuum and mop, and ideally if I could edit another video that would be nice, but if I don't, that's also okay. Just filling out a couple of things from yesterday that I forgot to in my journal. I always have like little habit trackers and things like that. It really like keeps me on pace. Just did that, and I got a bunch of work stuff today, which is crazy because I've been like asking for this work stuff, and then like it just hasn't been happening, and now all of a sudden I got all of it at once, and I'm like a little floored. I want to get through my editing, like I said, as much as I possibly can, and then we can get into some of these work items. I have to like call a few people, I have to reach out to a few people, so it's kind of a lot today, but I am glad that I'm not in office today. I actually asked my coworkers if we could skip today, because between going to Chicago and just like everything, I feel personally like so discombobulated still. And it's so weird because I feel like a couple of years ago I was not this, I don't know, like I could bounce back a lot faster from travel, and now I feel like if I don't know, I feel like I need time, and it's really weird. So anyway, I'm gonna get started on a bunch of this editing stuff and just kind of like be head down for a little bit. So I'll probably end up checking in with you guys around my lunch break, and then we'll do, you know, like the vacuuming and all of that kind of stuff finally, because I had a bad day yesterday too, and Ryan came home and he could tell I was not having a good day, and then he was like, you can just vacuum tomorrow, it's not a big deal. So I put it off, and unfortunately now I have to do it today. So let's get to this stuff. Let's get to everything, and we're gonna have a better day today. All right, it is like 11:30 right now. I finally finished a lot of the work that I needed to do, and also I finished my edits, which is really nice, and I'm just making myself another latte. You can probably hear it in the background. One of my coworkers just asked if she could give me a call because she wanted to kind of like vent through something, I think. I don't know if she wants to vent or if she needs advice or help or like what exactly she needs. So I'm gonna give her a call right now, but I just wanted to make my coffee, and then I have a few other emails to do, and also it sounds like my manager passed off some additional work to me, so I was making myself a little list of all of the things that I have to do, but definitely need another coffee. Ryan's mom, so nice, but she was asking if I could go on like a lunchtime walk, and unfortunately I had to say no because I just don't think it's gonna be able to happen today. So I told her maybe Thursday or Friday, because tomorrow I do go in office. I really thought today was gonna be an easier day, and it's turned out to be a lot more work and like a little bit more stressful than I was thinking. Okay, just a quick update. It's like almost 2 p.m., but I was in such like a little flow of working that I did not want to take a break yet. But I am going to take a break now because I remembered this morning there are some people doing construction near me, and they have just like this huge truck, this like metal truck, and they're putting a bunch of junk in it essentially. And with that, what ends up happening is it's like a super loud noise. And so all morning P has been so scared, and he won't go on a walk, aka he won't go to the bathroom. So the back door is open, he'll go number 1, but he won't go number 2. So even though it's super close to his afternoon walk time, I think I'm gonna take him on a quick little walk and like get myself out of the house too, because I think personally I could probably use it. So I'm gonna do that. I want to do my workout still. It's relatively early, but the other things that I want to do is I want to vacuum and mop, which I've been saying, and I really think that once I do that, it'll make me feel like I'm so much more put together. I have a couple of reminders on my phone that just like when I have a little red icon on my reminders app, it kind of stresses me out, and a couple of the things are like to water the plants, to vacuum, to mop. Like how many different areas do I need to remind myself to vacuum and mop? It's like I'm frustrating myself. I also have to give P a bath, which I'm going to do when I take a shower, because it's easiest to give him a bath while I'm showering, because otherwise the bathroom just ends up incredibly wet. And then I need to book a hotel for Vegas, which is such a random thing, but Ryan and I are going on a road trip soon in May, and we've booked almost every single Airbnb. We just have to book one more for Vegas because on the way back from Salt Lake City, we need to obviously stay somewhere. So anyway, still have to do that. I don't think that that's gonna happen today, but at least the vacuuming and mopping will just make me feel so much more put together. So let's take him on his walk and then we'll do our vacuuming, and then that way we can kind of be done with those things. So I know I need a lunch break of some kind, and not an actual like eating lunch break, just like getting away from the screen kind of lunch break. Okay, I just got off the phone with my friend and I'm finally going to take my shower. I've been meaning to take it, but there was limited amount of time for us to talk, and if I went to shower then he wasn't gonna be available anymore. So I'm gonna go shower and I'm gonna kind of just like get into some lazy clothes because it's already 5:45. I can't believe the day has passed so fast, but I feel so much more accomplished than I did earlier this week and weekend. Like, I feel like this weekend I just needed time to do nothing, and then now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I feel good. I feel like I've been more productive. I got my chores done, and that feels really, really nice. So I was talking to my old manager and she just texted me because we were talking about running, and anyway, she ended up going on a run too because she was on her running journey, but she kind of paused it and I inspired her to go, so we both ran together. Anyway, let's go shower, let's get ready. I think what I kind of want to do, I'm debating between doing some editing or reading some more, but I think if I did some editing, I would really be happy with myself. So if I'm still feeling like I'm in the productive mood, then we'll do the editing. And if I'm not feeling it, then that's okay, and we'll do the reading. You guys, I've been sat here editing away. P's here too, by the way. And I did not realize that I was editing as much as I did, and I got so much done. So I feel really good about that, honestly. The last thing that I need to do is a thumbnail for this video, but other than that, I'm completely done with all of the edits. I wasn't expecting that. It's only actually 8 o'clock on the dot. I was literally like, okay, let me sit down and I'll just like edit maybe like half of it and then go from there. But I just got into an editing hole and it's done. So that feels really, really nice. Anyway, I'm going to export this and going to like get all of the elements set up, and then maybe on like Thursday or so, we'll do the thumbnail. I just don't feel like doing it right now. P's being so cuddly and cozy. Look how cute he is. Hi. Ryan's also been skating, so he's probably gonna come back home soonish because usually he comes home around like 8:30 or 9ish when he goes to skate. So I'm gonna probably read, hang out, watch some TV. Like, I really wasn't expecting to be done with this so soon, and now that I am, I'm like, whoa, what's going on? I'm happy that I'm done with it though, and it feels good to like have that off my plate and get done with edits. So anyway, let's export, let's maybe watch some TV, and then we'll get ready for bed because I have to go to the office tomorrow and I'm not really looking forward to it, but it's okay. We had to go back to the office at some point. It's actually 9 o'clock now. I just carried P to bed. He's very confused. I just need to get him to sit down. Oh, there we go. Sometimes it takes him a sec. I'm gonna start heading off to bed though. I do feel so much more prepared, and like this week has already started and we're like halfway through the week, but I just feel back to normal again. Like, I feel like I had a really productive day today, and I think the last few days I needed to like slowly recoup, and then today I was able to like really get back into it. So I feel really good about that. But anyway, that is all I have for today's video. So thank you guys so much for being here and watching, helping me get back to a normal routine post travel, because lately it's been taking me more days than it used to. That's all I can really say. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.